Okay, bro, I raged so hard when I was playing Smite 2. Recently, it exited closed alpha, and it went into, what is it, open alpha? Whatever, alpha, official alpha, something. Anyway, I bought the game, Smite 2. And as you know, I was going hardcore playing for a good little while Smite 1. I made like a couple of videos on it. By the way, we actually have a Smite 1 ranking video for the hottest women of Smite 1. And listen, that is a long video. So anyways, it's going to be coming out at some point in the future. I don't know when. Obviously, that video, man, that took a long time. So there's going to be a lot of editing I'm going to have to do for that one. Holy mother effing crap. Okay, let me share a little bit about it. 2 hours and 30 minutes. What the frick? What are you doing, man? I don't know, man. I have no idea. It's freaking insane. But anyways, I chose to just go out of my freaking head and, you know, rate all the hottest women. Or, well, actually, I ranked every single freaking chick in Smite 1. And then, obviously, I spent a lot of time on the hottest ones, debating which placement they should be on. So anyways, that's going to be in a future video. Wow, that is a very long one, and it is right up there with the Old Republic trailer reactions video that has yet to come out. It will be. That's going to be a legendary video though. Holy crap, it's very long, but it's good in a lot of ways. So anyways, that's just a couple of things about some videos coming up soon. So anyways, Smite 2, I purchased it. Pretty disappointed in a lot of ways. I mean, you know, I tried my best to enjoy it, and there were elements to which I was enjoying it. When I first picked it up, everyone's super squishy. You can hit someone with an ability, you're doing like most of their freaking health bar, you're getting kills in under like 5 seconds, okay? So you either get nuked or someone else nukes you. It's just that way. And a lot of stupid crap happens. You can be leaping into the air, and for some reason you get damaged by an ability, it kills you, and you're like, but my feet were not on the ground. Technically my character should be within the phase of that leap ability where I'm invulnerable to damage, but of course that doesn't happen. So, you know, annoying stuff like that happens, and other annoying things where it's like, okay, it's the game that's screwing you, not you screwing yourself. It's not very fun. And listen, it got me raging by the end of my time playing the game before I rage quit. And by the way, I do have the rage quit video, and I got freaking angry. You want to talk about getting mad? That's, you know, sometimes I get really mad at games. It's every so often here and there. That right there, I mean, that is one of my greatest rage moments at a game. I mean, I cursed it out, and I was not having fun, and I uninstalled the game. Now listen, of course, I had to pick up the game again, and I picked it back up. I decided, let's play a little bit more of Smite 2. Let's give it, by the way, we're going to mention some other factors about the game, but I decided recently to pick it up again because they came out with like 4 new gods. So I tested them out. Amaterasu's one of them, some freaking, Nuwa. And by the way, okay, let's say this first and foremost, I was very concerned in previous videos. Are they going to censor the women? Are they trying to desexualize the women? No, they're not. So far, I mean, I still haven't seen Aphrodite, Dodgy, whatever. But so far, from everything I've seen, they have not gone out of their way to uglify the women. They have not gone out of their way to screw up the women. The women still have thick, tight breasts. And the women are hot. The women look just about pretty much exactly the way they look in Smite 1. And in fact, they've actually updated a lot of the card art on a lot of the women. And some of it just looks kind of the same as Smite 1, just overhauled for the kind of slightly more cartoony, like, it's a slight cartoony, not too cartoony, but, you know, a slightly more cartoony look of the card art on the different women, like Neith, for example. But they all still look hot. They're all still sexualized. You can still see a lot of their freaking boobs and their cleavage. And by the way, Neith, what's freaking up? But Nuwa looks great. She has amazing under boobs, freaking thick, tight breasts. She looks freaking amazing. Hecate, on her card art, she's one of the new characters for Smite 2. She actually happens to have a lot of accentuated cleavage in her card art. So, and she does have pretty large boobs. So Hecate's hot. Hecate has nice breasts. And clearly Hi-Rez is going out of their way to really double down into the attractiveness of Hecate to make sure that you know, we want this chick to have boobs. We want her to be attractive. She's a sexy white woman. Here she is. Freaking take it. So I'm happy about that. It looks like they're not trying to shy away from sexy women. I mean, we'll have to see with the next couple of female character designs. I mean, listen, here's something that I honestly want. We need to go through and just simply clean house all the freaking women that were made during the era of woke, feminist, Hi-Rez, Black Lives Matter, Hi-Rez, and also the whole LGBT dog crap that they were pushing for a long while. Seems like they've been backing off from that. Maybe they'll start pushing it again sometime soon. I have no idea. That's how activists work. They slink away into the shadows. They show back up a little bit later. Whatever it is, take the women, Discordia, Bellona, Ardeo, let's just say it, freaking Athena too, okay? The women that have armor, give them boob armor. Bellona, overhaul her look, make her look sexy. There's no excuse that she looks like a freaking gender studies feminist. Enough. Just make her a hot war chick. That's all we care about. That's all we want. Just give Bellona boob armor. Athena, no one gives a crap about anything having to do with Athena except for the fact, give the mother effing biatch boob armor. No one is interested in freaking Athena not having boob armor. Do it, Hi-Rez, do it now. Then you got, again, Discordia. Honestly, Morrigan, they just need to overhaul her. Give her larger breasts, okay? She's got like A cups or something. Just upgrade them to Ds or Gs. I don't care. You know what? Go even higher. Who cares? So go like Fs or Es, okay? Let's go into E. E territory. Let's just do it. So anyways, go and completely overhaul Ardeo. Freaking, what's that one biatch? Her name's, Terra. Mother effing Terra. Give her better boob armor. Give her freaking larger breasts. Slightly larger. Just make all of these women sexier. What the frick are you doing, Hi-Rez? You are making the sequel to the game. Just upgrade the sexiness in all of the women, okay? Undo all the feminist character designs and Discordia. With Discordia, literally give her longer hair. I don't give a crap what's canon about Discordia. Her hair doesn't have to be that long. Just give her longer hair. She has pixie haircut, feminist hair. You're telling me, yeah, the Greeks had freaking pixie haircut, feminist hair. No, I don't care. Just stop. Okay, you can make it like short little bonnet hair, whatever the frick you call it. Anyways, it can go down to her shoulders. Okay, doesn't have to be that long. Just make it longer, make her sexier. That's all I'm saying, and make her boobs larger. So anyway, double down on the women. That's all I have. Oh, and by the way, actually, I was saying this when I was coming back into the game to play it because they came out with a recent update, but then they actually came out with another update the day after I came back. And by the way, I mean it when I quit the game. I rage quit. I cursed out the game. I mean it when I said it. I'm not interested in playing this game until they really make some changes, fundamental changes, and improvements. By the way, we're going to be speaking about that in a second here. But outside of that, here's the other thing, is Aphrodite. For this game, because they have yet to come out with Aphrodite, rework Aphrodite's look. What do I mean by this? Rework Aphrodite's clothing. What do I mean by this? Aphrodite has a sexy outfit. You can see a lot of her boobs. Okay, it's not good enough. We need Aphrodite. Honestly, this would make a lot more sense, by the way, too. Already hard just thinking about it. Aphrodite. Okay, to be serious though, Aphrodite, you need to rework her look. Give her a silk freaking, like, I guess maybe lingerie, I don't know what you call it, something like what Neith has. Give Aphrodite this silk top that literally it's silk that's just draping over her freaking boobs, okay, covering her freaking nipples, but you can see the outer edges of her freaking boobs, okay? Do that. That would be sexier on freaking Aphrodite. It would actually make more sense as an outfit for Aphrodite. It literally just give her like these silk or these linen drapes going over her boobs, okay? Sexify freaking Aphrodite even further than she already is, okay? Make her hotter, make her freaking sexier. Do it now, Hi-Rez, do it now. So anyways, those are my thoughts. Listen, I'm happy about the fact that they didn't, so far, they're not showing any indicators of uglifying women. I think they're embracing sexy, hot, attractive women, beautiful women. That's a good thing. That's great. I love it. Anyways, I mean, it's like no one's sitting there telling you make all the dudes freaking fat and miserable and ugly. So again, like that doesn't matter, by the way. But I'm just saying, like, what the frick? Why did you ever go through your freaking feminist freaking phase? Goth Hi-Rez or whatever punk dude chick Hi-Rez? Screw you. So anyways, I mean, you know, not too much of a screw you because you're making the women hotter now. So okay, I'm slightly happier with you. Why am I still upset and angry with Smite 2? And why do I still hate Smite 2? Because, dude, you don't get it. I cursed out the freaking game. I got freaking mad the last time I played it. And then, of course, I came back recently, and all the same issues still apply. Again, recently they came out with a rework that made everybody tankier. So it takes a lot more time to actually get a kill. Much like Smite 1, before they came out with a recent update reverting the tanky changes to stats and armor, okay? Well, this recent change that they made to Smite 2, it reverts back to when characters are tankier, it's harder and slower to get kills, which means it's a little bit harder, kind of, not really, let's just face it, it's not really that much more difficult to steamroll a freaking lobby if you're leading, but it is harder to get kills. So I don't know what the frick that's for, but okay, it's for something. I mean, honestly, it just feels like it makes better players perform better. I think that's what it's for, honestly. And if you're a bad player, you're not going to get a lot of kills. Okay, why the frick do I hate Smite 2? And Smite 1, it also is a part of this. Okay, let's just say this. The ranked game mode is apparently when you are solo queuing, apparently you go up against other solo queuers. I love that. That's what every game, ranked game mode, should be doing. I hate freaking pre-mades. Screw you, pre-mades. It's freaking gay. By the way, I've been on pre-mades. It's freaking gay. Look in the mirror. I want you to look in the mirror right now, you freaking pre-made homosexual. You're freaking gay. You're not into chicks. You play a game with sexy women that should have way more sexy women, and all the ugly women should just be sexified completely. I mean, while we're at it, let's, by the way, Z-Shell, let's just make her drop the freaking pounds, Hi-Rez. Make her thin, make her basically Neith 2.0 or just some other alteration of Neith. Make her Neith's other hot sister, okay? That's what you should be doing. Make her drop the pounds, make her lose the weight. She can be sexy, and you're standing, you're stepping in the way, you freaking feminist cock, Hi-Rez. I'm sorry, Hi-Rez, I want to like you. If you make all the women sexy, I'll like you again, even though you did go through that freaking Black Lives Matter and freaking LGBT phase, mode, journey, genre, whatever, of your freaking entire developmental history. I still remember that freaking dog trash. I still remember how woke you were, and you probably still are. But anyways, I can forgive you if you make Z-Shell thin and maintain her thick, tight breasts, okay? And also, by the way, Baba Yaga, I'm just gonna say it. Just make her young and hot, okay? Okay, maybe I don't completely mean that, but I'm just saying, like, it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt if they just said, you know what? She's a witch. She can make herself look younger, okay? We're just gonna do it, and we're gonna just make her sexier as well at the same time, okay? We're just gonna make her hot, young, and attractive. Okay, Hi-Rez, thank you. No one's gonna complain. The only people complaining are freaking homosexuals who are right now transitioning as of the moment we're speaking, they're freaking taking all the freaking, chemical changing drugs and overdosing on them. Okay, we all know that that's what they're doing. We all know that they're not straight, they're not into women, and let's just be quite honest, they're probably not even into human beings. They're probably into animals and dogs. So, that's a whole other problem. We're not going to address it here. But anyways, let's just say they're not freaking normal. Anyone that complains about sexy, attractive, hot women, all that stuff, you're just gay. Okay, so let's just make Baba Yaga hot. Anyways, why do I hate Smite 2? Because of the matchmaker. Even though we have solo queuing now in ranked, it's still broken. I want to share with you something. You have these queers, okay, these freaking losers who sit there and they say stupid things like, oh, it has to do with your skill. Oh, it's all about the matchmaker. Oh, the reason why you're on bad teams is because you're the problem, not the teammates that you're with. It's all on you. I want to share with you something. Before the rework on health pools and armor, I want to share with you something. A grand freaking aggrandizement of my reality that I have to live through every freaking day I pick up Smite 2 and I play through this freaking crappy games matchmaker. I end up in lobbies where I can lead. I've had lobbies where I'm getting like 14 kills, 21 kills. Jeez, I'm doing really well. It's like I'm like going 21-3. I had one match like that with Fenrir, okay? I have a lot of matches with certain characters that I'm freaking leading the lobby. I'm smashing cheeks, bro. Your freaking girlfriend's looking at me, impregnated right now. She was infertile for a while, being around you. And then she ended up looking at me, all of a sudden, inseminated on the spot. That's just a simple reality. I'm that guy. I'm freaking good at this freaking game. I was made for this, biatch. Freaking made for it. Well, what? What the frick? What happened though? What the frick happens when I get into these freaking lobbies in ranked? Bro, I end up on teams with people, literally, when the game reworked, okay? I had a freaking lobby where I was going 7-6 because every time I got into a fight, right? What happens when you're losing a freaking game? Anytime you fight somebody, there's always someone freaking queer sitting there freaking jerking off their freaking teammate. There's always 2 or 3 dudes ready to defend thy lady's honor of one of their teammates, okay? One of their teammates' lady's honor. They all defend each other. A bunch of freaking white knight cocks freaking storm your team. They're literally just jerking off in a freaking forest somewhere. They're not even in your freaking game. They uninstalled, they walked off into some random forest in some freaking wilderness, not even nearby to where they currently live. They freaking booked a plane flight. They flew over to freaking Costa Rica, and now they're jerking off in a freaking rainforest. Okay, I want you to understand something. You have teammates who are the rot of the mother effing filth. They literally pick up this game, they matchmake into the game, and then for some reason they don't freaking play a team-based game. Everyone wants to play a game called Rambo. Nobody wants to play a game called team-based freaking gaming and matchmaking systems. No one cares. So the issue here with Smite 2, the issue is that you end up on teams with people. I want to share with you the last match I just experienced. It was a couple days ago now. The last match I experienced before I re-quit the game, the last match I experienced, I had a teammate that went 1-10, as I remember. One went 0-10, another went, I think 0-8, and another one went 1-9, okay? They were all just dying and feeding their butts off, and I went freaking 7-6. Hey, guess what? If I had good teammates, do you think I would have gotten more or less kills? Do you think that if I actually had good teammates, do you think I would have had more or less deaths? Okay, thank you for this little thought experiment that we just had together. That's the freaking reality here, bro. You have bad teammates. Hi-Rez knows. Hi-Rez mother effing know. All of these matchmakers know. Stop being a freaking retard for 2 seconds and understand these matchmakers, they know how many matches that you are winning and losing in a freaking row, and they know what your freaking win percentage is, and guess what they do? They force the results because these are socialist matchmakers. Hey, you're doing really well. How about we put raging, mouth-breathing, drooling, freaking retards on your team? They can't even remember to breathe in the morning. They don't even know how to chew their freaking bubble gum. But here they mother effing are. They're on your team. They're not freaking sitting around in freaking amber. I think that's the first tier in the matchmaking, because now it's not bronze, it's amber. Then you go into bronze, okay? For some reason, they're not freaking suffocating themselves in amber and bronze or silver tier skill levels, divisions. No, they're up there with you in gold and even platinum. Of course, I can't get to freaking platinum. I mean, I was freaking busting my anus trying, but I can't get there. And why is that? Because the matchmaking system, the players that they put on your mother effing team are the dudes. They look at your girlfriend. She's impregnated right now because she looked at me. And then literally within the split second of a moment passing, Planned Parenthood does not even have to show up in her freaking neighborhood with a mother effing clinic. Planned Parenthood doesn't even need to exist. Your girlfriend that I inseminated by looking at her, your girlfriend, bro, she just went infertile. She has a dry womb. All of a sudden, the baby got freaking aborted. That's what freaking happens when these mother effing players end up in my freaking lobbies and they screw up my freaking games, and then I get stuck elo hell. It's freaking real. In freaking Smite 1 and Smite 2, you got freaking elo hell going on in bronze, you know, for when the season's newer. Then it's in silver, then it's in gold. You're stuck with these freaking, you know, drooling morons. They don't know what the frick they're doing. They don't know how to play the game. They don't even know if they exist right now. They're not even like babies, right? Because babies, they don't really know that they exist yet for a long time. No, these are the type of people that they're not even, they're not conscious. They're not even animals. They're less than animals. They're filth. I say they're filth because they're filth of the freaking earth. They're not even bacteria. They don't exist. Okay? So what am I saying here? They're putting retard bots on my freaking teams, and they're saying that these are real human beings. No, I don't believe it, Hi-Rez. You're not real. You never were real. Anyways, that's why I hate the game, because they force outcomes and they force bad players onto your teams when I should be up in platinum. I should be up in diamond because that's where I am, you know, naturally. I don't know if I'm a masters player. Maybe I am. Let's face it, bro. I look at your girlfriend. She's impregnated. Of course I'm a master. What the frick am I saying? I'm probably a grandmaster. We all know it, bro. We all freaking know it. And Obsidian. I think Obsidian is actually the new masters in Smite 2. So I'm Master Obsidian, bro. What's up? I rolled up in your neighborhood. Your girlfriend inseminated. So anyways, that's the reality to this game. That's the reality to my matchmaking experience. That's the reality to my suffrage as a player of this game, man, is the freaking matchmaker. The matchmaker is designed to freaking end your mother effing playtime and make you hate your life. For every second that you play, they want you seething and getting enraged. And when you're freaking competitive, which means you want to win matches, which means you go into a ranked game mode, I don't get these other people. They literally enter a ranked matchmaking game mode, and for some reason they make the decision to play like they're playing casuals. They don't work as a team, and you end up on these teams where you're like, bro, I just know we're bound to lose, because you can just feel it. It's like I go to fight Pyromancer or Fire Giant or Gold Fury, my team, they're supposed to be with me, and they just run off into the jungles of freaking Costa Rica jerking off with a freaking jaguar. What the frick are you doing? It's so stupid. And then they go around with the freaking giraffes. Again, this is what I'm talking about, freaking queers. It's ridiculous, the people that you end up in freaking lobbies with. I don't mother effing get it. This is why I hate Smite 1 and Smite 2. The matchmaker is broken. Because now because this is something I've dealt with many times over. I'm the only player on the team getting kills. I'm leading the lobby, but all the rest of my teammates, they just die. They're completely incompetent. And so I end up basically, it's a 1v3, 1v4, 1v5 all throughout the freaking game. Now, I want you to take a little second with me, and I want you to consider something. What do you think? Just you know, a little question here. Who do you mother effing think is on the enemy team? When I am struggling, clearly I'm struggling as a Masters player that can inseminate your girlfriend by looking at her. What do you think is happening on the enemy team? Do you think they also have a star player? Because it's equal, right? It's a fair matchmaking system. Oh, it just makes sense who they're putting on teams, right? Oh, they want you to have a good competitive experience. Hi-Rez does. Okay, yeah, obviously they do. Queer on freaking wherever, some random forum somewhere telling you that you're the bad player, not your freaking teammates. Even though, objectively, your teammates are the freaking retards. Okay, anyway, it just amazes me that people there's always a crowd of gaslighters for everything. It's unbelievable. I just can't believe they exist. I don't care that they're stupid and wrong. I just care about the fact that they're wrong and they don't want to correct themselves. How are you that stupid, bro? How are you that dumb? It's not hard to be more intelligent than absolutely moron stupid. Okay, whatever. So what? Take a random guess with me. The enemy team clearly has one player that is the star player on their team, and then the other guys, they're just, you know, they're being carried, right? Or the other guys, they're feeding too, right? Just like my team. They're feeding, they're bad, so it's an equal playing field. No, the enemy team has 4, okay? In some other lobbies, it's only 3 players, but it's like, it's always imbalanced. It's almost like I'm going up against, in solo queues, in ranked, I'm somehow going up against a mother effing pre-made in solo queue ranked. I don't know how this happens, but Hi-Rez, they know who the they know who the good players are. They know, because these people, it's not like you're just suddenly bad at the game. No, it's that it's the people that they know. It's the people that they put on these teams. They know who they're putting on your mother effing team. And that is what ends up happening. Guess what? Last match I had, this has happened many times, by the way. And this is why I raged and cursed out the game and got so angry, is because the matchmaker is designed to infuriate you. There's no other way. What? I'm just not going to get infuriated? Okay, then I don't care to win. That's the reality. I care to win. Of course, anyone's going to get infuriated. I don't get these gaslighters. How do these people exist? They have to be freaking losers who they don't achieve anything in life, and they don't want to achieve anything in life. Anyways. Enemy team has one player. They're going 7-1 or 7-3. They have another player, 8-1. They've got another player who's 10-0. Another player, the freaking support, has mother effing kills. I think he was the guy with 7-3. What the frick? That's support. What the frick? There was only one guy that was not leading on their team. Who knows why? Maybe because everyone else was just kicking tail that hard, right? But then there was another guy, he got like, I think it was like, he also got 7, 8, or 9 to like, I think 2 deaths. And I was sitting there and I was like, what the mother F, bro? What the? So, okay. And this has happened so many times. You're telling me this is a legitimate matchmaker when you're placing people on my team, they're incapable of playing the game. Instead, they just feed. And then on the enemy team, you place a bunch of dudes. They work well together for some reason, somehow. Apparently, this is solo queues. Yeah, I believe that. Whatever. And then 4 of their mother effing players. The 5th dude, by the way, he wasn't even that bad. But 4 of the freaking players, they're leading the lobby. What, dude, this is what I'm talking about, and this is why I quit the game. How the frick do you make a matchmaker like that is so clearly broken? That's my problem right there. When you're experiencing Smite 2, you're going to be going through this dog crap. It doesn't matter how balanced or imbalanced that the game is. You know, it doesn't matter how many items they nerf, how many characters they buff or nerf. It doesn't matter whether or not they rework the health pools, the armor pools for all the characters in the game. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. None of it means anything, because fundamentally, at the end of the day, their matchmaker's broken, where I'm not having a competitive experience playing up against people who are designed to win. When you put 4 good players on a team against 4 bad players, what do you think's gonna happen? Of course, they're just gonna win. Dude, those guys have to stop playing the game if they want to lose. And that's the simple reality right there. So that's what frustrates me. That's why I hate Smite 2. That's why, you know, I tried to pick it up recently and give it a second chance because they've been coming out with a lot of updates. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give you another second chance, Hi-Rez. And they freaking failed. I don't know what it is about a lot of these games, but listen, there's a solution to this. You can't just have a broken matchmaker and act like you can't do anything about it. It's broken. It's clearly broken. There's something that you can do to make it unbroken. This is here. And this is what it is. They don't want the bad players to quit the game. They want the bad players to keep on playing. If bad players are just playing with other bad players, they're probably going to get angry or they're not going to have a good time. Of course, I think that's stupid, but this is legitimately the way that they've designed it. They clearly want bad players to be carried on teams of good players. That's how it was in Smite 1. Man, how many times I've seen that. Frickin' A, it's ridiculous. You have people in Platinum, Diamond. They have no business being there, and you're like, how did you literally grind the ranked system getting this far and you're this bad at the game? How did that oh, that's right. These mother effers are in a matchmaker that carries the freaking biatch on news. Jeez Louise, man. You have gold players who should be in Diamond. When you have a freaking matchmaker like that, because of Elo Hell and all this dog crap that's going on, and again, you have bad players that somehow make it to Diamond or Platinum, legitimately. These are like stupid people. They don't listen to their team, etc., etc. You have a broken matchmaker. How can you say things are going according to plan, or I guess that's your plan, have a bad matchmaker, but how can you say that this is normal? How can you say that this is the way it's supposed to be when clearly it's broken? And that's my problem right there. They refuse to fix it. We have Smite 1. It's gone on for what, 11 years? They never fixed it. Then we have Smite 2. This is your sequel, and you still haven't fixed your matchmaker. There's a solution to this. When something's broken, you can only go up from here. You can at least just make it unbroken. Maybe not spectacular, but unbroken. They refuse to even make it unbroken. And because of this, man, time after time after time again, it's just proven to me either Hi-Rez doesn't care. I honestly, I think they do care, but I literally believe that they just want the bad players to be carried in lobbies with good players, because they want to have a socialist matchmaking system. Place the good players with bad players with good players. Do this weird thing where it's like, let's place a player that's bronze skill level and let's give them a platinum player skill level for some reason. I don't know what it is. It doesn't work. It's frustrating, and it's made people like me quit your game. People like me do not want to play your game. We don't want to waste our time with your game. If it's not going to be rewarding, here's the reality for someone like me. I'm competitive. I want to be getting my freaking butt smashed. Okay, what the frick? Let's reword that. But you know, right? I want to get my freaking butt handed to me in freaking Diamond, not Diamond, Master. Well, okay, Diamond, okay, fine, because there are good players in Diamond, obviously, or Masters or beyond, okay? I want to be having a hard time against good players. It's so much fun. Even though you're getting your freaking on news handed to you, you're getting freaking destroyed. It's so much more fun when you're going up against players who are actually competent, and even though you're getting railed and you're failing, you feel like you're learning, because you are, and then you can apply your mistakes, or you're learning through watching these guys. You're like, okay, I can improve in these ways, so then you work to improve. When you're getting smashed by freaking gold level players because the 4 players on your team are basically bronze or amber level of freaking gameplay skill level, you can't improve. In fact, there's no ability to improve. You're playing against mediocre players, and then you're playing with even worse players below average. there is no ability for you to test and challenge yourself. You're not able to have a legitimate experience or a legitimate competitive experience through the game, okay? No matter what kind of skill play you're trying to have here, no matter what kind of gameplay experience you're trying to have here, you are not allowed to have a legitimate game time with this game. So effectively, all of your game time is being wasted. Effectively, you're loading into a game and they're intentionally giving you a bad experience. Well, that's not you playing a game, right? If I load up The Witcher 3 and then the game just crashes the second I open it up, or no, actually a better example is I load into the freaking world and then some random NPC spawn kills me. You know, literally loading screen and I'm getting wailed into by some freaking random NPC, and then I can finally control my character and Geralt's freaking dead. Do you think that is a legitimate freaking game to play? Do you think that's proper game time, or do you think that's a wasted sense of game time? Clearly, when you don't have a freaking chance to actually have a legitimate time playing the game, and an actual legitimate experience, competitive experience, going through the matchmaker, then clearly you're going through a game that's broken. Clearly you're going through an experience that's not built to actually, in any way, be actually rewarding. No, you're going through an experience that is built to demoralize you, defeat you, and ultimately disrespect your time.